that there, because that's where I'm gonna go to grab it. The Tina and the rag. The Tina and the...
Yay, we've got our own theme song. Heck yeah.
Ah! Those are prismarine shards. I need. Oh my! Running now! God! There are coupons everywhere! Run away! Oh my! Get me out! Get me out! Let me go this way. Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Where? Get me out of this cave! No! Out! Away! Jeez. No! Go away! Excuse me. Ah! Trailer damage? What are you talking about? Why? What do you mean? I kidnapped, adopted Orange Bailey Moon. Why does my new son not remember his parents? His biological parents? Who knows? But my mental abilities definitely didn't do it. ... Anyway. Yep. I'm heading on my way. I hope you guys don't mind a bit of trailer damage, but there was a bit of a swervy road that I could not handle. Thank you. Now, if you could avoid those in the future, I think I might be fine. No.
There we go. Uh-huh. Aww. Oh, I kissed a dragon. Oh, yeah? Hello. How's everyone doing today? I'm okay. I think. Maybe. Currently. Yes. I wanted to play this game. We're playing Code Realize again. I got to flirt with Frankenstein. Aw. Am I not right? I might as well while I'm here. I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't think. I haven't played my Switch in a couple of days. I'm gonna punch my microphone. Ew. Mate. Okay. Continue. Yes. After breakfast. Head out into the forest near the mansion.
ここまで来ればいいかな。
Victor, did we really need to come all the way out here for a chemistry lesson?
ああ、そうだよ。今日扱う薬品はみんな戦闘用のものだからね。
He opens a case he bought with him from the mansion and he takes out his... Okay, hold on, I gotta fix myself here. There we go. I shrunk.
ヤードから逃げ続けなくちゃいけなくなった時、身を守る必要が出てきてね。それでいくつか少々危険な薬を作ったんだ。
Dangerous concoctions. I'm excited. I remember when I first met Victor. He's probably talking about those tubes that explode or create bursts of light and sound. Ah, yes. The, flashbang.
非殺傷性のものから殺傷性のあるものまである。この中のいくつかはいずれ君に渡しておこうと思っていたんだ。
He's like a cute guy version of that, what? Oh my gosh. What's her name from... Big Hero 6. Sorry, allergies got me. I walked outside today.
Mm. 今日はお試しよ。屋敷に戻ったら改めて渡すつもりなんだ。
Alright. Which should I use?
ああ、待って待って。危ない薬品ばかりだから気をつけてね。
Okay. Victor holds up a single glass tube.
これは液体爆薬になる予定のもの。このガラス管は二重になっていて、それぞれに違う種類の薬液が入っているんだ。投げてガラス管が割れると2種の薬液が混ざって液体爆薬が化合される。そして
Oh! The one with the tube strikes a tree. Small explosion bursts forth.
こんな風に少しの衝撃でも爆発してしまう。
Amazing. Did you make this?
まあね、一応これでも錬金術師なんだ。これくらいは調合できるよ。本来錬金術の知識をこんなことに使うべきではないんだろうけど、状況が状況だ。仕方がないよ。
Am I gonna be using the exploding ones?
いや、さすがにあれはちょっと危ないからね。もう少しソフトなやつが。
Victor rifles through his case for a moment, then smirks in disappointment.
どうやら忘れてきちゃったみたいだ。まったく仕方がないね。でも大丈夫。ちょっと待って。こっちの薬液ともう一本の試験管の薬液を混ぜればすぐにできるやつなんだ。要素の構成がほとんど同じだからね。
Victor mutters something that is probably scientific, but sounds like magic to me, and begins working on something in his case. I take a peek at his face. His usual kind expression takes a back seat to seriousness as he swirls the glass tube. I'm a bit enraptured by his demeanor. Yeah, I am. Look at him. Another tube at his side with a note attached to it. Do not open. Danger! That makes sense. Hold on. Sorry. Easily appear, but what about it somehow compelled me to want to open it. Well, yeah, that sounds like me for sure. Hold on. Leave the tube alone. I should. Nope, sorry, that's a joke. I'm not. I can't do it. I want to, but no.
ああ、それかい？その薬品はかなり強力なやつでね。絶対蓋を開けたらダメなやつなんだ。
As much as I want to. Victor raises his head to tell me this.
これを開けるとね、とんでもないことが起きてしまうんだ。
What? Something terrible? Oh no, I'm so curious now. Please?
ダメ。代わりにこっちを使おう。
Gee darn it. What's that?
これは線香薬だよ。2つの薬品が入っていて、混ざると凄まじい光を生じるんだ。ほら、見ててね。
Victor throws a tube and blam! It looks like Kurag in the sun. So much like Kurag in the sun. I blind people. I blind people so much. It's bad. Burst of white light takes my vision away. My eyes slowly adjust back to normal.
危なくないように光の強さは落としてるけど、こんな感じで追っ手の目をくらませるんだ。ルパンにも少し分けてあげたよ。
Wow, that's so much fun.
いや、おもちゃではないんだけどね。
Why not?
このように薬品類には十分に気をつけなければいけないというわけだね。
It's now dusk. Victor continues to lecture me.
日も沈んできたことだし、今日はこれくらいにしておこうか。
All right. You're a very good teacher. I've learned a lot of things and feel very satisfied about the day's events. Victor seems embarrassed and waves his hand as if to dismiss my praise.
いやいや、そう感じるのは君が優秀な生徒だからさ。
Stop flirting, it's ridiculous. You made it very easy to understand things. Even I could understand which drugs have what effects.
まあ、宮廷錬金術師でいた頃は人に教えることも多かったからかな。そう言ってくれると嬉しいよ。
I look forward to our future lessons, Master Victor.
フラン先生？いや、なんだか照れるね。さあ、そろそろ帰ろうか。夕食の時間に遅れてしまうよ。
I nod in agreement and follow him back to the mansion. The lessons he gave me not only helped me learn how to protect myself, but also stimulated my curiosity. I really want him to teach me again. Yes. Few days later. Every day I was taught by someone new to protect myself in different ways. Lupin taught me methods to escape or getting out of a pinch. He showed me the importance of always being calm and having a plan. Van Helsing taught me fighting techniques and how to have the proper mindset when in a heated situation. Victor prepared several concoctions for me and to use to protect myself. Impy taught me how to recognize the various steam engines used throughout London, as well as how to operate them. Well, that's handy, I guess. Saint Germain always shows me the geography and topography. in a way that I can easily understand. I feel like I suddenly become more powerful, and they make sure to remind me that I'm only scratching at the surface. I don't know nothing. At the same time, those who aren't teaching me seem to be searching for all kinds of information. I wonder how that is going. One morning, the 6 familiar humans and 1 familiar dog are gathered around the dining table as usual.
アイザック関係なんだが、ちょっといい情報が手に入りそうだぜ。
情報というのはアイザックの行方が分かったとか。
朗報だろうな。おっと落ち着いてくれ。あくまで手に入りそうってだけだ。今は期待して続報を待てってところだな。なんだよ、もったいつけるなよな。まあいいじゃねえか。今のところ黄昏にも目立った動きは見られねえし、お前の教育も順調、充実した日々ってやつだ。
Yes, I think I'm starting to understand a great deal, slowly but surely.
彼女の言葉は本当だよ。危険な薬品の扱いに関しても
He just said I'm pretty.
基本的なことは全て教えた。
I'm happy to hear you say that.
私の教えている格闘術の完成度に比べればまだまだだ。お前の身体能力は驚異的だ。そこにこの私が格闘の技を教えている。もうそのあたりのチンピラ風情とは武器を持ったところで相手にならない。
Nice.
まったく野蛮なことこの上ねえぜ。戦わずし、こいつは俺のエリート教育をほぼ完璧にこなしてんだ。今さら格闘術なんざ必要ねえっての。
Fisticuffsmanship? What kind of word is fisticuffsmanship? Alright.
コソ泥になるための訓練がエリート教育か。聞いて呆れるな。
This song sounds like it'd be in the back of a Peanuts cartoon. And I don't hate that.
おお、銃ぶっ放せば全て解決すると思ってるショットガンメガネ君よりかコソ泥の方がよっぽどスマートだと思うがな。おう、なんなら試してみるか。
はいはい、喧嘩すんなよ先生方。一番役に立ってるのは俺の機械操作の授業に決まってんだから。
No, Impy.
いや、それはねえな。
No, Impy.
絶対にないな。お前が教えているのは軽薄な色恋沙汰じゃないのか。
For once, I actually agree with Van Helsing. It's a very good question.
お前らなんでそんな時だけ仲いいの？
Impy, your lessons are very educational. Thank you.
今ありがとうってほら言っただろな。
みんな朝食くらいもう少しマナーを守って
We're
食べ
not
ようよ。
civilized, Victor.
いいじゃないですか。賑やかな方が私は楽しいですよ。
I've been keeping all the geographical information you give me in a notebook and reviewing it before going to bed.
私こそありがとうございます。あなたのおかげで楽しい余暇を過ごせていますから。
course I am too. Yes.
そうだ。実は君に渡すものがあ
Ooh,
る。
you want to give me a present? What is it? What is it? That's what I said. I said that already. Oh, did I hurt my finger? My real life finger is hurting. What the heck?
少し前にルパンから頼まれていた贈り物だよ。
おお、あれか。さすが筆頭。
What's the gift? Victor takes a box from under his chair and hands it to me.
朝食が終わったら自分の部屋で開いてみて。僕たちはここで待ってるから。ぜひ。
I don't really understand, but alright. I trust you. Curious about what's in the box, but I make my way through breakfast. Make my way. I then go back to my room and open it. Ooh. Well done. Well done. Ah, it's... I see what it is and draw a small breath. He really made it for me. I spend some time getting ready, then head back and stand outside the door to the dining room. Victor, I'm ready. When I call out, I hear commotion on the other side of the door.
Yo, 待ってました。
What's
何が
happening?
始まる？
麗しき我らが姫の
Oh, the unveiling of our beautiful princess.
どうぞ
Come on.
入って。
All right. I feel a little embarrassed, but I also want to show everyone since they put such effort into giving this to me. Well done. New outfit! Yay! It looks so cute and less like a large dress. What do you think? Don't whistle at me.
あ、よく似合ってるぜ。
Thank you.
サイズはどうかな。一応元の服を参考にするように仕立て屋には言っておいたんだけど。
It's perfect. It's easy to move around in.
そういった活発な服もいいですね。あなたの美しさがより際立ちます。
Beauty is saying a bit much.
美しいかどうかはともかく。確かに。それなら。
Van Helsing, can you just not
機動性に優れて。
praise me like everyone else or compliment? That's the word I'm looking. I'm tired.
お前がそれ
I'm with Lupin.
何の問題がある？私たちの間柄では最も重要なことだ。
やれやれバン。レディーな扱いがなってないね。さてはお前モテないだろう。
お前には関係ないことだろう。
Please, Van Helsing, we need to get along. Don't trick me.
君の血液から培養した液体を染み込ませた糸で作られている。 もう分かっていると思うけど、その服は君の毒素を通さない。元の服より動きやすさを考慮したデザインになっているし、予備も用意したから、これからはそれを着て生活するといい。
Oh, good! I look down at myself again. It's the first time wearing something different than what I wore when I awoke. I'm a little embarrassed, but very happy. Thank you so much, Victor! In addition to the new clothes, he had prepared some poison-proof tableware for me using the same method. Ooh, sweet, I can eat with silverware! I appreciate all that Victor has done. Sometime later...
本格的な教育機関もそろそろおしまいだ。情報の裏付けができ次第、お前らにも計画に参加してもらうぞ。
だからその情報&計画ってのは何なんだよ。隠すなよ。教えろよ。
いよいよ本格指導ということでしょうか。
約束通り手は貸してやる。だが本当に私を動かすに足る計画なんだろうな。
効果的な計画であることには間違いねえよ。その時が来るまでうちの大切なレディに教育の仕上げをしてやってくれ。
I'd appreciate it if you could continue teaching me for a little while longer.
こちらこそ短い期間ではあるんだろうけど、教えられる限りのことは教えるよ。
それでは今日は誰の授業をお望みですか？
Victor again. For reasons.
僕かい？わかった。
He's confused, but okay.
と言っても戦いで役に立つようなこと。
Just fun to listen to you. Even if it doesn't help in a fight, I still want to hear more.
それは光栄だな。
俺もその気持ちはよーくわかるぜ。潜入や逃亡用の道具で世話になってるが、さすがってもんよ。
確かに弾薬の調合に関してはかなり参考にさせてもらう。
Manufacturing ammunition, is that all you can think about, Van Helsing?
ああ、そういう意味じゃ。俺もだな。こないだすげえ燃料もらっちゃってさ。これでまた一歩月に近づいたぜ。
皆に信頼されて良いことです。もちろんこの私もフランさんには主に家事方面で多大な感謝をしていますよ。
よしてよ。そんなに言われるとなんだかって。
I'm looking forward to learning from you.
あ、わかった。やれるだけのことをやる。
Victor's lessons are always held in the same place. He says that normally chemical experiments are performed indoors, but we have to go out to prevent my poison from building up. It's convenient to stay outside when handling dangerous chemicals anyway.
とはいえ、本当に教えるべきことはもう教えてしまったんだよね。先行薬や煙幕なんかの使い方はもう教えてるし。
What about exploding when you used before?
爆発物は危険すぎるからダメだよ。あれは扱いが格段に難しいんだ。持ち運びの際に爆発してしまったら目も当てられない。
I see. What shall we do today then?
そうだね。今日は少し思考を変えてみようか。
History! My
イギリス
favorite!
における
That sounds interesting.
本当によかった。実際物事の成り立ちを知っておくのはいいことだよ。君の父アイザックは錬金術の権威でもあった。彼を理解する上で錬金術の歩みを知ることは悪いことではないからね。
Father? I look at Victor with a serious expression.
そもそも錬金術とは何かというところから話は始まる。
Victor slowly begins to weave a story, and I listen to his peaceful voice. Alchemy has a very long history. It is said to have originated in the ancient Egyptian city of Alexandria, influenced by the philosophies of Greece's Aristotle. The original goal was to change an element's properties and was a dream of those seeking to change base metals into gold. For a long time, those dreamers refined their research, and alchemy developed into a large institution in Arabia. To this day, no one has successfully been able to create gold or silver in this way. But alchemy has remained relevant for so long because the research led to other discoveries like medicine or smelting. It was in the 12th century that alchemy arrived in Western Europe. It all started when a translator named Robert of Ketton translated an Arabic book of alchemy by Maurianus Romanus into Latin. The rulers of Britain became extremely interested in the new study of alchemy. Of course, the main reason for this was greed due to the possible creation of gold.
けれどもう一つ大きな目的があった。
Well, if we're talking about the Philosopher's Stone, then more than likely they were trying to do immortality. I don't know. I do know.
不死の薬の開発。
I've done my own research on alchemy due to the fact that I read and write books. The Philosopher's Stone, told you, is said to create the perfect matter and generate a new spirit. This material, also known as arcana, is said to be able to make people immortal. Alchemy spread like wildfire in Britain, and its practice changed with the times. The scientific method was added to the archaic superstitious way of thinking. Modern medicine creation falls under the definition of alchemy, and we can create matter with new properties. In this regard, a handful of people see alchemy as a branch of chemistry. The famous Isaac Newton researched alchemy and greatly contributed to our understanding of modern-day science.
さて、それじゃあアイザック・ベックフォードの登場は錬金術の世界にどんな影響をもたらしたのか。彼が行った行為とは古代の魔術的な秘技を再び現代錬金術に導入すること。
He extracted truth from the mysticism which was seen as unscientific and merged it with the modern-day scientific logic. As a result, many different kinds of chemicals and matter were brought into the world.
覚えてるかな。だいぶ前に見せた超硬質金属チタンの発見もその成果の一つなんだ。アイザックがその素材を発見し、その後さまざまな錬金術師によって高純度の生成が可能になったというわけさ。
Apparently, alchemists holding his way of thought even started to revisit the old texts regarding the Philosopher's Stone. Well done. One theory goes so far as to say that Isaac succeeded in creating the Philosopher's Stone before his disappearance. And is that what is embedded in my chest right now? With this sort of background, even after Isaac was out of the picture. In Britain, under the rule of Queen Victoria, the study of alchemy became one of the nation's major research fields. Victor pauses and looks over at me. Noticing his gaze, I bring my mind back to the present from the world of alchemy and look back at him. And then we kiss, and then his face melts off. What's the matter,
僕
Victor?
は思うんだ。そのホロロギウムはどう考えても自然に存在するものじゃない。状況から考えて君のホロロギウムは人工的に生成されたもの。その宝石はアイザックが錬金術によって生み出したもの。
The horologium? I unconsciously raise my hand to my chest. Then, do you think that Father created it and implanted it in me?
さあ、それはわからないけど。
You said this gem acts as my heart. Then, maybe Father placed this inside me out of love? So that I could live?
それも今のところ僕にはわからないな。
Victor, why do you look so sad?
そんなことないよ。
Are you lying to my face? Victor smiles, but I can't help but feel that there is still melancholy behind it. Half the day goes by. Before we know it, it is sunset. Victor suggests we head back, and I agree. We stand up and begin walking back. Thank you, Victor. That was lovely.
どういたしまして。君のおかげで僕も楽しい時間が過ごせたよ。
It's a relief to hear that.
さて、行こうか。今日訓練しなかったことは二人だけの秘密だよ。
Right. It's just between us. We make this agreement just as we reach the mansion.
主よ、我らの食船とする賜物を祝福してください。これらの食事が罪深き我々の体の糧、心の糧となることをお許しください。
Amen.
では皆さん、いただきましょう。
Breakfast begins with the Count praying, as it does every morning. Lupin, Van Helsing, Victor, Impy, and Saint Germain. And me, and Cece! These meals, with 6 human faces and 1 canine face, have become familiar to me.
このサラダ美味しいね。
あ、わかる？わかっちゃう？それさ、新作ドレッシング使ってんだよ。味見。
食事のたびに思うことだが、これほど繊細な味をこんなそやな男が作り出しているのは未だに信じられん。
おいバン、お前は何か一言付け足さないと人を褒められない病気か何かか？
インピー、あなたが相手だと誰しも一言付け足さずにはいられなくなるのです。
ああ、なるほどなるほど、全部俺のせいか。そうだと思ってたんだよね。
What?
ってそんなわけあるか。なんだよサンちゃんまで。もう飯作ってやらないかんな。
You're all so funny.
Oh.
What's wrong? What's the matter?
おい、見たか？
確かに見ましたよ。
あれだけ堂々とやったんだ。見逃すと思うか？
What's going on?
君がすごく楽しそうに笑っていたから僕も含めてみんな驚いていたのさ。
Have I not laughed before? I was laughing?
おお、超笑ってた。いい笑顔だったぜ。
いいね。笑うとさらに可愛さが引き立つじゃん。さすが未来のバービケン夫人。
I'm out! I'm leaving! No more laughing for Ippy!
勝手に結婚を取り付けるなバカ。
Obviously, it's been a while since I've really laughed.
俺たちは見るのも初めてだけどな。
もしかすると笑うことができないのではないかと若干心配していた。
あれどうでもいい感じを装ってたけどマンも彼女を気にしてたんだね。
うるさい。若干と言ってるだろう。だいたいこれまで訓練を施してきたんだ。
Oh, he has to be all, what's it, Tsundere? I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
お前って思った以上にめんどくさいやつなのね。いや、というよりもピュアなの。
黙れインピ。次に私を侮辱したら承知しないぞ。
Van Helsing's one of those tropey characters that's like, I'm not here to make friends, and then he makes friends. Oh, John.
お前こそ次に俺をバカにしたら飯抜きにしてやるかんな。
ああ、二人とも騒ぐのは構いませんが食べ物をひっくり返さないでくださいね。
まったく、あの
Right.
二人は喧嘩ばっかり。うわシシダメだよ。テーブルの上に登ったら。
もしかすると彼も彼女の笑顔を見ることができてはしゃい。
こりゃある意味記念日だな。
I think my smile made this meal more lively than usual. You guys, it's embarrassing if you all make a big fuss over it.
みんな騒ぎたくなるほど嬉しかったのですよ。大切なあなたの笑顔が見られて。
Really?
ええ、もちろんです。これからも私たちにその笑顔を。
I'm sure it'll happen again when I'm having so much fun with all of you. Ah! We talked for a while, then
話は変わるが、訓練の方はどうだ？うまくいって
yes.
る？
Not as well as I'd like. The more I train, the more I see parts of me that need improvement.
大丈夫。それは君が成長している証拠だよ。
それにお前の学習能力の高さ、身体能力の高さには私も舌を巻く。多少自信を持っても罰は当たらない。
Are you sure? That's good to hear.
そうそう、自信持ってこうぜ。このインピーさんもバッチリ保証しちゃうからさ。
全員が認めるまで来たってことだ。それならちょうどいいタイミングだな。 さて諸君、この泥棒紳士アルセーヌ・ルパン様がとっておきの情報を取ってきてやったぜ。
Yes.
行動の時だ。みん
Oh,
な
finally. We fall silent at Lupin's words, waiting to hear what he says next. And he says something that none of us could expect. The Spanish Inquisition. Hold on, I guess that one. Hold on.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
黄昏の長を誘拐する。
Oh, hey, it ended right before the music restarted. That's nice. We're going to kidnap Twilight's leader! Oh, alright, Lupin. For a moment, we were awestruck by what Lupin has just said.
ごめん、聞き間違いかも。もう一度言ってもらえる？
英国諜報組織黄昏のトップの人間をさらってくるって言ったんだよ。
Is it Finis? Is it Finis?
っておいおい、いきなり派手なこと言い出すな。何それ、マジで言ってんの？
Is it Finis?
いろいろと対策を取っちゃいるが、ここでずっと隠れて過ごせると思うほど俺は楽天家じゃねえ。長期戦は俺たちに不利だ。こっちから攻める必要がある。
That action will be kidnapping?
黄昏のトップともなりゃあらゆることの中心人物だ。多くの謎に迫るために最も有効な方法、それは
私たち全員がそれぞれの目的に近づくための鍵となりかもしれます。黄昏の長こそがそれだとお前は判断したのか？
Lupin quietly nods.
なるほど、それで誘拐というわけですか。
Saint Germain says this as casually as asking for a glass of water. Lupin nods.
だが待て、誘拐するということは相手の情報を掴んだということだ。相手の仮には情報組織の長だ。ルパン、一体どうやってその情報を手に入
Probably
れ
stole it.
俺を誰だと思ってんだよ。大泥棒アルセーヌ・ルパン様だぜ。お宝も機密情報も盗むことに差はねえよ。
黄昏の情報を盗んできたっていうの？一体どこから？
ああ、それはよ、ちょっと前に街中歩いてたらやけに訓練された気配がついてくるんだな。大方黄昏の末端だろうって見当をつけてそいつを巻いた後逆につけてやったんだ。そうしたら見事にビンゴ。あとは奴らの窮屈な格好にくるまって見回りご苦労ところでって感じに聞き出したわけさ。
はは、なるほど。お得意の変装術で聞き出したということですか。それにしても一流の諜報組織相手によくも紛れ込めたものです。人を出し抜くことに関しては右に出るものはいませんね。
恐ろしいやつ。
偶然っちゃ偶然だが、それを逃さずチャンスに変えるのも泥棒の心得。そっからは情報の裏付けに走り回って昨夜ようやく確信を得たってわけだ。
黄昏ってこの国で最も優れたエリート工作員の集団だよ。
なに驚くことじゃねえさ。元から才能があった上に教育が良かったからな。
Education? Like a thief academy? Perhaps he means something similar to training myself I was undergoing. I'm too tired to read.
黄昏の長とやらはどこに現れる？
On a train. The whole game starts with an intro about a train. We have to get on a train at some point. I take a breath in anticipation. Something about Van Helsing's expression gives me chills when our eyes meet.
ずいぶん怖い顔するじゃねえか。目標のやつとお前の言うあの男とやらは何か関係でもあるのか？
お前が知る必要はない。
There is need for me to know. The air is tense, and my chest is tight. The dining room falls silent for a while, and the Count is the first to speak.
それで目的の人物はどこにやってくるのですか？現れる場所によって計画の難易度も大きく左右されるかと思いますが。
列車だ。
A train! I called it. What's a train? I don't even know what a train is! Oh, poor me. Everyone looks at me in surprise, including myself. Is this something I should know about? I feel a bit embarrassed as I ask.
あれ蒸気機関車って知らない？石炭を食うバカでけえ鉄の馬って感じかな。
An iron horse? Perhaps it's something like an automobile.
それに関しては口で説明するより実際に見た方が分かりやすいだろう。ルパンの言う計画を実行に移すのが近いうちに嫌でも目にすることになるかもしれない。
Lupin nods and continues.
目標は近くウォータールーから列車に乗り込み北方の軍事工場を視察する予定になってる。俺が手に入れたのはこの視察の間の身辺警護に関する情報ってわけだ。詳細は後で。
資料そのものを盗んできても
まさか盗みがバレれば当然相手は警戒する。警護の方法も移動経路も変えられちまう。移動中の列車内は視察中最も警備が薄くなる。俺たちはこの
そんなそれはいくらなんでも大胆すぎるよ。
面白いと思いますよ。もし本当に実行するというのなら私は惜しみなく力を貸しましょう。
面白いですか？
しかしいくら警護が薄いとはいえ多勢に無勢。
Why are you saying our? Are you gonna be joining us, Count?
大体よ、走ってる列車からさらうってどうやるんだよ。走行中の機関車からライブすんの？
心配する。
まずは二手に分かれ列車内部で騒ぎを起こし適正力の部鉄道を使うのには本人だけを連れ出さずとも誘拐する方法もある。それはルパン、お前は車両そのものを奪い去るつもりだ。
車両ごと誘拐？
Entire train car!
それはまた大胆な発想ですね。
He is so bored.
ますます興味が湧いてきました。
I keep hitting buttons.
まさかバレちまうとは。とにかくバンの言う通りだ。それに奪った後は簡単だ。線の途中にオートモービルと待機。 それに乗っておさらばってわけ。危険がないわけじゃねえ。だが賞賛も間違いなくあるんだ。どうだこの子。
ちょっとばかり請求すぎるような気もすんな。
危険を冒すだけの価値は。
僕は反対だ。リスクが大きすぎる。
私はどちらでも皆さんの選択に従って。
You're going to help Count?
ええ、もちろんですとも。せっかくの機会なんですから皆さんとお出かけしたいじゃないですか。
Oh man, we're just going on an outing.
伯爵、それは何か違う気が。
It's not.
いろんな問題を一気に解決するいい策だ。お前はどう思う？
Me? I.
ああ、その通りだ。
ルパンのいるいないなど関係ない。私一人でもやり遂げてやる。
さすがにそれは無理じゃない。
じゃ全員賭けに乗るって。その心意気には必ず応える。約束するぜ。それじゃあこれから作戦の詳細に入るが、その前に一つだけ言っておくことがある。
To put our own lives first, right?
その通りだ。よくわかってるじゃねえか。
That's all you said in training.
俺たちはお前に適当な教育はしてね
I've read that weird. Lupin gives me a small
え。
bow.
必ず役
Sweet!
に立てる。
I love bows and arrows. Oh. I'll do my best.
みんなもそれでいいな。
こうなった以上はね、全力でサポートするよ。
お前たちが役に立つから足を引っ張られないかもしれない。
ついに俺の秘密道具の数々が火を吹くとき
Your
が近
secret
く
devices never work, Impy.
任せてきなって。
Never.
私も参戦させていただきますが、インピーの発明品は文字通りの意味で火を吹かない。
サンちゃんひでえ。
よし、全員参加なら賞賛は十分ありだ。それじゃ作戦の詳細。
Lupin spreads a map out on the table. We gather around it and take in the highly detailed notations all over it. Then we begin to make plans. For the next few days, things are chaotic. Everyone has a lot of things to do, like checking the railroad paths, creating devices, and learning Twilight defenses. We spend all of our time preparing for our parts in the plan, as its execution takes place in only a few short days. Impy and Victor seem to have the most to do. Impy's creating a device to control the switches, and Victor's making chemicals. Chemicals. They've both been working day and night. As for me, I try to stay out of their way. There isn't much I can do compared to them, but I spend my time doing small tasks to aid them as best I can. The person after me, Twilight's leader. We will soon meet them face to face. They are trying to set in motion a plan that could affect the entire world, starting by capturing me. I wonder what they need me for. There are so many things I want to know. What reason do they have for chasing me? What about my father and the horologium? Why did I lose my memory? I prepare for our coming meeting, hoping that at least some of these mysteries will be solved. Orange. Building. Bedroom. I look up at the night sky and sigh. We act tonight on the very last train. It's about time to leave. Everyone is wrapping up their preparations. As of now, I haven't been given a clear role or action in the group's plan. Lupin says he'll decide what I should do once we're there. But because of this, I'm feeling somewhat anxious. Isn't there anything I can do to help? We should be in the mansion. Maybe we should go visit Victor. I wonder what Victor's doing right now. Maybe he's going over the chemicals we'll be using for the plan one last time. Sure. Maybe I see what he up to. I learned the basics of handling chemicals for him. Maybe I can be his assistant at least. Victor, is me correct?
やあ、いらっしゃい。ちょっと待っててね。今開けるから。お待たせ。さあどうぞ。
Thank you. Thank you, Victor. The moment I entered the room, I noticed a strange smell and covered my nose. You can't see me covering my nose because my hands don't work. What is that smell?
ああ、今はしびれ薬の実験中。
Oh, anesthetic. That makes sense.
粒子が細かくて既存のガスマスクでは防御不可能。かつ無味無臭だから。
But I can smell it.
動かなくなるまで何をされた。さらに効果が限定的で離れたところに投げればこちらに被害はない。また副作用がなく効果が切れれば。
I nod as Victor's explanation continues, and I notice something on the desk. This must be what he's talking about. Sounds amazing. Is this it?
うわ！ダメダメ！
Oh, I'm sorry.
あ、いやいや、君が倒れたら大変だと思って慌てちゃったんだ。驚かせたね。
That's fine. Sorry for trying to touch it without your permission. Still, I'm amazed. You can make any kind of drug.
こんなのすごくもなんともないさ。人を傷つける道具なんだから。本来錬金術師はもっと人の役に立つものを作るための職業なんだ。昔はそれこそ金を作るとか不老不死の薬を作るとかそういう夢物語を叶えるための方法論でしかなかった。でも今は病を治す新薬の研究なんかが主だったりするんだ。こんな武器を作るために錬金術師がいるわけじゃない。
Victor looks pained while he says this. It also feels like there's something deeper beyond the current situation. The drugs you're making aren't weapons, because you're trying to keep from hurting the people they'll be used on, even though they might be trying to kill you. If everyone was like you, the world would be a much more peaceful place.
ありがとう。でも僕はそんな上等なものじゃないよ。
Why not?
それは。いや、ごめん。
Alright, I'll drop the subject. Seems like there's something Victor doesn't want to open up about. I understand the importance of keeping things to yourself and fall silent.
あ、そういえば驚くほど不自然に元気が出る薬を開発したんだけ
You
ど
created what kind of
試し
drug?
に飲んでみるかい？
No thanks. We continued chatting for a while. The station is filled with people. Some people are greeting those exiting No. Are exiting the train. Others are waiting for the night's last train. Others simply watch the trains. Our plan will be going off very soon. We've all come to the Waterloo Station, one of London's many train stations. We are here to see the train will board. The final train will arrive at this platform and leaves in another 2 hours. Lupin suggests that we take this time to get a good look at the actual train. In any case, there's so many people here. Ugh,
オートモビル
people.
が普及して飛行船が空を飛んでも蒸気機関車は相変わらず主流の交通手段だからな。
Lupin was right. Even though we are being pursued by the government, as long as we blend in with confidence, no one notices. Van Helsing is standing back a small ways away, so we don't all stand together. Saint Germain is standing by elsewhere. For now, it seems that no one is paying attention to us. Is the locomotive almost here?
そろそろのはずだぜ。楽しみにしてな。きっと驚く。
Lupin looks at his pocket watch as he answers me.
噂をすればほら来たよ
Turn my gaze to the other end of the platform and see something black approach out of the darkness and get bigger. Then... magic! It lets out a roaring whistle that hurts my ears as an iron machine lets out steam and comes to a stop. It looks more like a black metal mountain than any kind of vehicle. Whew! I'm struck speechless at the powerful presence of the huge machine before us. Impy had told me about it, but I didn't think it would be such an intense experience to see and hear it in person. This is the locomotive?
お、やっぱ驚く？俺も初めて見た時は驚いたもんだよ。科学ってのはこんなものまで動かすのかってさ。
Yes, it's amazing. I'm unable to take my eyes off the locomotive.
蒸気機関車にはネオスチームエンジンを搭載していないんだよね。昔ながらの手法でそのまま走らせているんだ。
いやいやフラン、こいつは例外だぜ。ネオスチームエンジンを補助に使って馬力を飛躍的に増強してる。おかげで
It's amazing that something like this can even move. My jaw is agape as I look up at the mass of black iron standing astride the tracks.
さあ、感心してる場合じゃねえぞ。俺たちは観光しに来たわけじゃねえんだ。
Porque no las dos! Lupin words bring me back to reality. I take a better look at it. That's right. Our mission on this train. Our mission will take place on this train. Lupin walks around the train cars and explains the plan to us again. As he said in the beginning, our plan will take place on a moving train. First of all, there will be regular passengers on board along with us until it reaches a certain station. Van Helsing and Victor will board the last car among those passengers. When our target gets on the train, the rest of the passengers will be removed, but Van Helsing and Victor will hide on board. Once the train passes the point Lupin specified, Van Helsing and Victor will cause a commotion to draw out the target's guards. Once enough of the guards have been lured away to the very last car, we will uncouple it, enemy soldiers and all. That way we can separate a good number of the guards from the Twilight leader. While this is going on, Lupin, Impy, and Saint Germain will drive an automobile to the end of the track we will divert to. The Count will wait there at the end point with the automobile. He will simply wait there until we cut off the train car carrying the leader and bring it to that location. Lupin and Impy will approach the train from above using a flying machine called an ornithopter and land on the target's car. Using a device created by Impy, Lupin will cut off the train car from the car ahead, including the locomotive engine. At the same time, the tracks will be switched, pulling the single train car onto separate track, away from the guards. After that, Lupin will shoot some fireworks into the air, signaling Van Helsing and Victor, then send Impy to pick them up. The train car that was cut off will continue rolling to the end of the line, running on one of Impy's inventions. In the back car that was cut off, Victor and Van Helsing will fight the guards and then head to the target's train car. If possible, they will overpower the guards, protecting the target, and capture him. If that is too difficult, they will wait. Either way, once the separated train car reaches its destination, Saint Germain will join Van Helsing and Victor to defeat the remaining guards and capture the target. Then, the target will be placed on the automobile, and everyone will drive back to the mansion. If something goes wrong, we are to run to the rendezvous point. Impy can then help out in battle, as he will be flying near the train car while the plan is being carried out. That is an overview of the plan. Okay.
以上。
We circle around the train as Lupin goes over the mission in detail. He ends his explanation as we reach the first car. At that moment, Lupin leads backwards, bumping into the shoulder of a passerby.
おっと。
The man continues on his way. Lupin watches the man leave with a puzzled expression. What's the matter?
ああ。この俺が通行人の気配に気づかないなんて、ちょっと勘が鈍ったなと思って。
おいおい怖いな。不安になるよ。
多分疲れてるんじゃないかな。あ、そうだ。つい最近不自然なほど
No
元気な
drugs,
薬を開発したんだけど、飲む？
いらねえよ。そんな怪しげなもん。
Lupin? What should I do?
おう、そういえば言ってなかったな。お前の役割は自分で選びな。
I get to choose?
バン、フランたちと共に列車に乗り込み、連結機の俺やインピサンと一緒に行動して、どっちにしろ連結機の破壊だ。やることは変わらねえがな。
Lupin hands me a small device in a toolbox as he says this.
そいつは連結機の破壊装置だ。取り付けは多少複雑だが、
俺が訓練してんだぜ。
I studied the device for a while and come to an understanding as to its workings. Hold on. Oop. Yes, it will be simple. Are you sure you want me to do it?
車両の連結機は走行中はそう簡単に外れねえ。後列の車両全部の重量がかかってくるわけだからな。だがお前なら、もしもの時はお前自身の毒で連結機を溶かすこともできる。俺たち全員の中でもお前が適任だ。頼むぞ。
Okay, I'll try.
よし、じゃあここからは二手に分かれて行動する。駅を離れるのは俺とインピ3のグループ。列車に乗るのはバンとフランのグループだ。
I'll board the train.
そうか、分かった。よろしく頼むぜ、フラン。バンにもよろしく伝えといてくれ。
なのはどこでも一緒か。わかった。全力で彼女を守るよ。
As that's a good question. I have asked. I have asked, and I'm waiting for Christina to wake up and let me know if she's up to it or not. Victor nods and Lupin's group leaves. Van Helsing joins me and Victor on the platform.
私たちと共に列車に乗ることを選んだか。
Yes, team glasses. Oh wait, I don't have glasses in VTuber form or character form. In real life, though, I wear glasses. Okay. Don't worry, I can defend myself.
口だけでないことを期待する。
じゃあ早速乗り込むとしようか。やらなければいけないことはたくさんあるんだから。
I follow Victor and Van Helsing and look up at the massive machine one last time before boarding the train car. It almost feels like I'm being devoured. I shake my head to dispel this awful image and step aboard. We board the last car of the train. Once our plan begins, our objective will be to lure the guards to this car, disconnect it, guards and all. There are already a few passengers on board, and I hear chattering around me. This is what it's like inside. So strange that so many people can travel all together. Feel a little restless.
ああ、その気持ちよくわかるよ。僕も最初に乗った時はそんな感じだったな。
すぐに慣れる。それより気を緩めるな。ここから先は命のやり方。
わかってる。僕らがやるしかないんだよね。
Wonder if it will all go as planned.
きっとうまくいく。いや、うまくいくようにし
Will
よう。
it though? The whistle blows again, and the scenery outside the window begins to move slowly. The train is finally moving. A regular series of vibrations shakes my body. The sensation makes me more nervous. We leave the station and pass through the city, and it suddenly becomes dark outside. The moon shines over a bare field of grass. At first, Van Helsing and Victor go over the plan again and again, but eventually, they fall silent. They're probably lost in their thoughts. Will I soon be faced with the answers to some of my mysteries? My poison, and people who have information about my family? Well, I can say that they'll definitely have information about my family. The train eventually comes to a stop. The passengers exit, one after another. Finally, our kidnapping mission has begun. A while after that, we conceal ourselves behind the seats in the now quiet train car and wait for the train to depart. We had departed with the other passengers. Once the conductor's inspection of the train finished, we snuck back aboard. We stood still, waiting for the right moment. Then, the train begins moving again.
この列車は走る牢獄となった。
Van Helsing says this quietly as he unpacks the weapon he had been hiding.
けど、逃げ場がないのは僕たちも同じだよ、バン。
Victor's holding tight to the detonator given to him by Impy, tightly.
逃げる必要などない。なぜならこの場における狩人は私だから。
最後までその立場が覆らないことを祈るよ。準備はいいかい？
Oops. Yes, I'll stay hidden if something happens to you two. I'll assess the situation and take appropriate action.
それで何もせず終わるのならばそれに越したこともない。
Van Helsing looks out the window. There's a windmill on a nearby hill, a landmark Lupin had told us about. When the windmill is out of sight, that's our cue to take action. The blades of the windmill are spinning rapidly. The wind must be very strong. Lupin and Impy are supposed to attack the train from the ornithopter. I hope they'll be alright. None of us can hide our nervousness as the moment approaches. Soon. Very soon. And then... BAM!
フラン、今だ。
At Van Helsing's command, the bombs set in the car ahead of us go off one after another. The car shakes violently. The light and heat reach as far as our car, even though none of the bombs were set in here. That was a huge explosion. Won't the train break?
大丈夫。爆発の威力は調節しておいた。それにどちらかというと、音や閃光、それに煙幕、目くらましの要素の強い爆弾なんだ。これで少しは黄昏の数が減ってくれるといいんだけど。
そう簡単にいけばいい。黄昏も出来損ないの諜報員ばかりではない。能力を持っているものでしょう。
We hear footsteps approaching the door to this car. Yeah! Victor and Van Helsing stand in the middle of the car with their weapons out, and I hide in the rear behind them. Then, countless soldiers appear. They look just like the ones that attacked me in the poor area of London. These men are, indeed, Twilight agents.
中には当然、歴んでた実力の者たちも存在する。
The soldiers are completely focused and show no hesitation at all. They immediately draw their swords when they see us. However, Van Helsing fires his guns before they connect, taking down some of the guards near the entrance.
とはいえ、私には遠く及ばない。上には上がいるということをよく覚えておくことだ。
Van Helsing skillfully wields his shotgun and shoots the soldiers trying to enter the car, one after another. The guards aren't bleeding, however. It seems Van Helsing is using rock salt again, which doesn't cause lasting damage. The windows on one side of the car shatter and guards swing in from the roof trying to flank us. Van Helsing! Watch out!
うっとうしいやつら。
In an instant, Van Helsing's gunfire knocks the soldiers right out of the windows, pushing them out the way they came in.
黄昏も随分と質が落ちたな。私が在籍していた頃ならば、この程度のぬるい襲撃はありえない。
You were a part of Twilight? Wow.
もしかして本当にバンだけでなんとかなっちゃうんじゃないかな。
私に荷物がなければな。ここからが本番だ。フラン、お前の出番だ。後ろを任せろ。
The moment he says this, the windows on the other side shatter, and more Twilight troops start piling in. No!
驚く暇があるなら敵を撃て。もたもたしていると殺されるぞ。
Van Helsing continues to fire, taking down soldiers with every shot. Victor glances over to my hiding place and nods.
ここでできないとは言えないさ。僕だってやってみせる。二人とも伏せて。
Victor throws a glass tube towards a group of soldiers hiding behind the seats. With a dull popping sound, many of the enemy troops fall to the ground.
殺す気はない。けど僕たちにだって引けない理由があるんだ。
その調子だ。こちらを気にする必要はない。持てる全てを用いて奴らを吹き飛ばせ。
The battle gets more and more intense. Van Helsing shoots the soldiers entering from the front of the car, while those in cover fall victim to Victor's glass tubes. Van Helsing himself had taught me that it's very difficult to overwhelm an enemy when fighting in a small space. Even with that in mind, Victor and Van Helsing seem invincible. Maybe it will really only take the two of them to nullify all of the Twilight soldiers guarding this train. But even as I'm thinking this, the stream of soldiers seemed never-ending. I start to wonder where they had all been riding. Victor suddenly stops throwing tubes. His face is twisted with disappointment. I look at his hands and see that he has run out of the tubes. Soldier swings in through the window and lands right next to Victor. He's in danger. Victor! A shout and come out from behind the seat. The Twilight soldier turns to me, his sword pointed at Victor, but I'm faster. The best way to send the maximum amount of force at an enemy is to use my entire body. I throw myself at him. Hurrah! I lead with my shoulder and charge into the man, sending him flying. In a moment of panic, I lose my own balance and tumble to the floor. I try to get up, but another soldier is already standing above me, about to strike with the sword. I'm gonna die. The moment I think this, a gunshot fires and the soldier is thrown aside. Van Helsing, thank you for saving me.
足手まといになるなと言ったはずだがな。しかし、先の起点に関しては褒めてる。よかった。
Thank you! The two of them handle wave after wave of soldiers, but the enemy attacks get more and more intense. At this rate, Van Helsing and Victor will be overcome, even with their skills. As I think this, Van Helsing looks over at me.
これで十分だ。走るぞ。
Victor and I nod. Our objective is to lure the soldiers here and then disconnect the rear train cars and cut them off from the Twilight leader. There are enough soldiers here in this car. All that's left is to dash through the crowd of enemies and cut this car off. Victor and I ran after Van Helsing. The Twilight soldiers standing in our way are shot down over and over by a storm of bullets from Van Helsing's guns. After running through several train cars, we turned back to look at the ones behind us. Victor.
私の後方。
That's not me.
わかった。
Correct, you're up.
お前の出番だ。連結機を壊せ。
Leave it to me. I crouched down and started attaching the device I was given to the connector. The device is fairly complicated to install, but with the training Impy had given me, I'm able to hand it in easily. I quickly disengage to safety. It's done, now. Supposed to set off a direct blast that will precisely destroy the connector. It's in place now.
作動させろ。
Connector breaks with the muffled explosion. Oh, I'm so glad it worked. The final cars gradually fall behind and with many of the guards still on it.
やった。まずは成功だね。
喜んでいる暇はないぞ。そろそろ視線への分岐点だ。
そうか。うん。気を。
But there shouldn't be any more enemies, right? Then, as I say this, several troops appear from the back door, where we had just cut off the train.
なんでこんなところからまた。
私たちが油断していると踏んで後方奇襲を企んだのだろう。
Van Helsing takes several shots without missing a beat, backing away while keeping the enemies from advancing.
おかしい。まだ随分兵士が残ってる。それに車両切り離しの合図も来てない。ルパンたちはどうしたの？
この様子から察するにうまくいっていないことだけは確かだった。何をしているんだ。よく聞け。私とフランはこいつらを片付けている。お前は2両先の車両の屋根に登れ。お前に気づいたインピーがひとまず安全な場所へと連れて行くだろう。
What about you and Victor? Tube thrown by Victor explodes against a soldier trying to climb in a window.
ストックは少ないけどまだ戦える。僕たちなら心配いらないさ。
行け、全力でかけろ。
Van Helsing's words give me an extra push, and I start running. I run through the car where Victor and Van Helsing are fighting into the next. At a glance, there don't appear to be any enemies in here. If I can climb up to the roof of the next car, Impy should see me. I take a breath and tell myself that I'll be alright when I suddenly hear footsteps approaching from the car ahead. Twilight Soldier enters the car. Maybe there are still a great many soldiers on board like those we had encountered earlier. I spin to the side and barely avoid a quick swing from his blade. In the next instant, the man has the tip of his sword at my throat. Baka! Before the soldier can turn around, Lupin sticks some sort of needle into the man's neck. With that, the soldier slowly collapses.
さすがはフランのしびれ薬。よく聞くぜ。
Lupin!
よ。どうやらそっちも足止め食らってるみてえだな。
Lupin, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be breaking the connector closer to the head of the train?
ああ、ちょっとまずいことになってな。さすがの俺もこの悪天候までは予想できなかった。
Weather? The weather?
外は暴風だ。オーニソプターが思うように列車に近づけねえ。インピーが踏ん張ってようやくこの車両に降りたってわけだ。
Van Helsing told me to join Impy.
いい判断だが無理な相談だ。インピーは列車の速度についてくるだけで精一杯の状況だからな。
Then, what should I?
何？プランを変更するだけのことだ。俺を信じてついてきな。
Alright. He looks me in the eyes and smiles fearlessly. Of course he did.
さて、作戦続行だ。第2ラウンドと行こうぜ。計画は狂ったが、連結機を外さねえわけにはいかねえ。このまま車両内を進んで、長のいる車両の手前で屋根に登る。足音を立てずに。
Of course I can. You made sure I learned how.
いい返事だ。
Let's go, Lupin. Set off running, but Lupin grabs my arm.
待て、後部座席に誰かいる。おい、そこにいるのは誰だ？
It's a little blonde kid. Lupin shouts towards the last row of seats, and a figure rises from behind them.
ほう、私の気配に気づくとは。
Oh, this must be the person who bumped into him
どうや
earlier.
ら
And
話に聞いたよりずっと目ざといようだ。
I don't recognize the man, but I've heard that voice before. Are you? Did you bump into Lupin back at the station? I like this guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. If I'm not mistaken, he's not a bad guy. I think he's a love interest in the sequel game to this. I think?
随分と覚えが良いのだね、お
上手。その通りだ。あの時はぶつかってしまってすまなかった。
Who voices him in the anime? Oh, hold on. No. Anime. Austin Tyndall? Of course it's Austin Tyndall. That just figures.
黄昏の関係者じゃねえな。何者だってね。
I know a specific one of my mods who needs to know this guy's name. My name is Herlock Sholmes.
お見知り。
Oh, Herlock. Herlock Sholmes? That sounds like your name is backwards.
ここで出会ったのは偶然か必然か。駅で出会った際に
Of course, only Herlock would understand that.
話を聞いてみれば実に驚いた。なんとも大胆な誘拐を企んでいるじゃないか。
俺たちの会話を盗み聞いたんだ。そいつはおかしいな。俺でも最大限警戒してたつもりだがな。
盗みの特技を持つ者が自分一人だと考えているなら、それはおごりというものだ。アルセーヌ・ルペ。
正体のお見通しかい。怖いね。
多少なり犯罪学に興味を覚えている人間なら、君の名を知らぬ者はいないさ。泥棒紳士。
The man calling himself Sholmes looks at us as if he can see through everything. Well, he is Herlock, so that makes sense. Who are you?
私はしがない探偵だよ。
A consulting detective.
要するに一般人じゃねえか。おい、俺たちの邪魔をするな。時間がねえんだ。お前の相手をしてる暇はねえ。
そうも言っていられないさ。犯罪の発生を目の当たりにしたなら、それを止めるのが探偵の役目だ。申し訳ないが、私は君を捕まえなければならない。
As he says this, he takes a fighting pose. It's nothing grandiose. He simply thrusts his left hand forward, but it makes him a completely different person. I can tell from Van Helsing's training, this Sholmes is very strong.
おとなしくしてくれれば、私も手荒な真似はしないと誓う。
ご忠告ありがとうよ。けど悪いな。俺たちにも引けない事情があって。少し眠ってな。
Lupin points his walking stick at the man, and smoke spews from the tip. In a matter of seconds, a cloud of white smoke has swallowed Sholmes. Is that Victor's anesthetic? Lupin grins and responds. Even a small whiff of this is enough to bring you to your knees. If you breathe in too much at once...
悪いが、そうはいかない。
Sholmes' hand reaches out from the cloud and Lupin jumps back just in time. When the smoke clears, Sholmes is standing there, looking as calm as ever. How?
はあ？なんで動けるんだよ。そんな生優しい薬じゃねえぞ。
Sholmes does drugs. He's probably resisted somehow.
駅で君が一度ステッキで床を打つ音の反響の仕方でステッキに何らかの
Darn
仕掛け
going
がある
against Herlock.
最初はナイフでも仕込んであるのかと思ったが
音の雰囲気からしてそれは違う。中に空洞がある。おそらくガスが詰まっているのだろう。加えてアルセーヌ・ルパンは紳士的な回答で有名だ。となれば人を傷つける武器ではあるまい。おそらく煙幕、それも揮発性のしびれです。
Jeez! The fact that it got all that distract.
私は薬学にも多少明るくてね。仕掛けが分かっていれば身を守るのも簡単だ。即席の中和剤を染み込ませたハンカチで顔を覆ってやり過ごしてしまう。いないな。
Oh, he went into a monologue.
高校説ありがとうよ。おかげで逃げる暇ができたぜ。
Luke and I were already running towards the car ahead of us.
なるほど。チャンスを見逃さないと。
Lupin suddenly trips and his mask falls to the ground.
おっ、なんだ。
Lupin, there's a string around your feet. Sparkling thin strings, and it extends all the way back to Sholmes' hand.
君は自分に自信がありすぎるな。だからこそこんな低俗な技にかかっても気がつかない。
てめえ、いつの間に。
君が先ほど兵士たちと戦っている間にね。この車両に警備の兵しかいないと考えた時点で君の負けというわけだ。
Sholmes begins to wind the string towards him, dragging Lupin across the floor.
うわっ、雲かてめえは。
最近の探偵はね、大道芸のような技術もなければ犯人を捕まえられないのだよ。
Lupin!
お嬢さん、やめておいた方がいい。
I'm not using my strength. Smoke rises from the string in my hand as it melts, disappearing like a snowflake. Lupin, who'd been sliding across the floor this whole time, comes to a stop.
これは予想がつかなかった。君には何か秘密がありそうだね。
Yes, I am a transformer. It's none of your business. Put my glove back on and glare at him.
そうか、それは残念。しかし、
くそ。
Lupin starts whispering to me.
お前は屋根に戻って風に煽られないようにじっとしている。そのうち隠居が助けてくれ。俺のことは心配しなくてもいい。
I can't do that. Van Helsing and Victor are still fighting, and Sholmes here is tough. If the leader's personal guards head this way for some reason, you'd be blocked in on both sides. I have to worry about you.
正しい状況分析だな。
I'll break the connector on my own, then we can pull the train car to the line. And that will cause the car to slow down, make it easier for Abby to come pick up everyone. This way, we all have the best chance of making it out alive. You already understand that, don't you? Yes, you've taught me all the skills I need.
二人で内緒話のつもりかい？あいにくだが、それにしてもあの悪名高いルパンに弟子とはね。随分と可愛らしい弟子もいたものだ。
可愛いだけだと思ったら痛い目見るぜ。まあもっともその前にお前は俺に痛い目を見せられるんだがな。
As Lupin says this, he throws a flash grenade toward Sholmes. I start to run and don't say to see what happens next. I'm worried about Lupin, but I need to take care of my own task. I leave the train car. The window of the door to the next car is covered by a black curtain. I can't see inside, but that means that whoever's in there can't see me either. I carefully climb the ladder to the roof. The wind outside is so strong with the train's speed I might be blown off the roof if I'm not careful. And then the howling wind with my clothes being pulled about, I start making my way across the roof. I have to use all the skills I've learned to head to the other side of the next car without making any careless noises. I somehow make it to the connector. It looks like I'll be able to take care of this before we reach the track switch. Right before I test the device, a sudden curiosity makes me turn around. There are no black curtains over the window on this side of the car, and I can see into the interior. But... what? There's nobody in the car we're supposed to disconnect. Did Lupin get the wrong car? There's no way. In that moment, I feel something hard pressed against my temple. I slowly look up and see a man standing there.
手を頭の後ろで組みたまえ。抵抗しなければうちはしない。
I obey him, moving slowly. He orders me to walk, and the two of us slowly enter another train car, not the one Lupin and I had planned to disconnect. Oh, Rena. There are almost a dozen soldiers in here. If I had to take on this number of guards by myself, there's no way I could win. Don't give up. Look for an opportunity. That's how Lupin had taught me to think when caught in a situation like this. Hold on. Oh, Mark's daughter. Thanks to this lesson, I was able to calmly observe my surroundings without panicking. Nobody utters a word. The only sound is the rattle of the train along the tracks. I wonder what happened to the others. Did my failure put them all in danger? As I'm thinking this... Several Twilight soldiers stand around me as I tuck in the narrow passage, my legs tucked beneath me. Or as I sit in the narrow passage. The man who captured me is smiling at me in a calm manner that seems oddly out of place in this situation.
一介の少女がこのような事態に巻き込まれたなら泣くかわめくか多少騒がしいことを覚悟していたのだ。君が思いのほか肝が据わっているようだ。それとも恐怖で何も言えないのか。
I'm scared, but it's in times like this that I need to remain calm.
なるほどなるほど。素晴らしい考えだ。うちの者たちに見習わせたいほどの落ち着きようだ。やはり君は特別な存在ということか。我々にとっても彼にとっても、そしてこの世界すべてにおいて。
Him? The world? What is he talking about? I open my mouth to ask, but I'm cut off by a voice coming from behind the man.
余計なことを言わないでくれるかな。
Oh my
アレ
gosh.
スター。
I love it when I realize that the anime English dub voice actors, they voice match the characters perfectly. Because I heard that and went, that does sound like Justin Briner, only Japanese.
もうやこの老いぼれから話す楽しみを取り上げ 相変わらずひどい仕打ちだ。
Well, my title worked for this stream. The man referred to as Alistair chuckles to himself and moves aside. The person standing behind him is tiny and young. Look at him.
やっと会えたね、姉さん。
Sister! Hi, Finis. The speaker is a young boy sitting on an armrest of one of the train seats. His hair is a white golden color. His eyes are jade, each a different shade. His voice is cold as ice, and he turns a thin smile towards me. Sister, who are you?
そうか。僕がわからないのも無理はないよね。姉さんは昔からずっと眠っていたんだし。目が覚めたのもつい2年ほど前だものね。でもほら、知識はあるでしょ、姉さん。僕たちは同じ人を父親に持っているんだよ。それを聞けば、僕があなたを姉と呼ぶ理由くらいすぐにわかるんじゃない？
Sup, bruh? Sister? That means we must be related by blood. And he has a connection with my father? Could it be? Are you my younger brother? The boy nods, satisfied.
そう。僕はあなたの弟だよ、姉さん。名はフィーニスという。そして僕は今、姉さんたちが探していた
How did he know about our
という
plan?
役職を務めている。
How can you be my brother?
嘘はついていないよ。間違いなく僕はあなたの弟だ。たった一人の家族さ。
That means Dad is... I'm so surprised I forgot to breathe. I can't believe I have a brother. And that this sibling sitting right in front of me is the Twilight Commander. Who could have imagined it?
アイザック・ベックフォード。父様の意志を継ぐ子供。それが僕と、そしてあなたなんだ。
We inherited his dreams? I can't help but repeat what he said.
驚かせたかな。まあそうだよね。自分を狙う組織の頂点が自分の弟だなんて聞いたら誰でもそうなるよ。それで姉さんは僕に聞きたいことがあるんでしょ。なぜ自分が黄昏という組織に狙われるのか。胸に埋まるホロロギウムとは何なのか。どうして自分には2年分の記憶しかないのか。自らの体に救う毒とは一体何なのか。そしてその猛毒を取り除くことはできるのか。
How did you know?
どうしておかしなことを言うね。姉さんたちは僕を罠にはめようとしてたんだろうけど、実のところ今日この列車に僕が乗るという情報を姉さんたちの手に届くところにばらまいた。少しだけ警備の情報に嘘を混ぜてね。僕もいい加減姉さんに会いたくてね。餌をまいてここに誘い込んだというわけ。一度にたくさんのことを聞いて混乱した。大丈夫だよ。後でゆっくり聞かせてあげる。ここではアレスター、姉さんは確保できた。そろそろ行くとしよう。
Dull explosion shakes me to the core, and the man who had me at gunpoint earlier nods.
こちらこれで
I turn back and see the train car behind us falling behind, getting further away. This means that I've been isolated from Lupin and the others.
これでもう邪魔が入ることはない。
I'm sorry? The Twilight soldiers react quickly, but faster still are a fusillade of gunshots that take them down one after another.
言ったそばから珍客だね。アレスター、君も爪が甘い。
そう言うな。あの人間兵器が相手ではうまくいかないことの方が多いさ。
Thank you, Van. Van Helsing doesn't let me finish. He holds up a hand to stop me and keeps his distance, staring at Finis.
全員動くな。動けばその男フィーニスを撃つ。
Van Helsing points a gun at Finis. He's completely calm and seems to have firmly set his mind on a course of action. Sensing his tense, murderous intent, the few conscious soldiers around us show no signs of taking action.
誰かと思いきや、かの有名なエイブラハム・バン・ヘルシングか。随分と久しぶりだね。いつ以来かな。君は相変わらず凄むばかりか。無駄口を叩く暇があるなら、さっさとその引き金を引いたらどうだい？
黙れ。
よく狙うといいよ。頭でも心臓でも君の。
黙れと言っている。
Van Helsing roars in agitation and his gun roars along with him. Part of the metal seat beside Finis is twisted out of shape in an instant.
次に何かふざけたことを言ってみろ。その時は
僕を殺す。
Alright, dude, bro, psycho!
君は僕を殺せないよ。絶対にね。
He cocks his gun, taking this for a sign that Twilight soldiers more in unison take fighting stances with their slender blades. The man standing next to Finis, Alistair, takes a step forward.
昔のよしみだ。どうか銃を下ろしてくれないか。
できない相談だ。アレスター。
Van Helsing responds without hesitation. Do these two know each other? I remember that Van Helsing had said he was a member of Twilight in the past. I have only a moment with my own thoughts.
今ここで貴様を殺す。
But Van Helsing, this whole mission.
私にとってはフィーニスをこの手で殺せるのならそれが最優先だ。
Van Helsing!
君は迷っている。
なんだと。
チャンスをこうやって無駄な話ですりつぶしている。引き金を引かないのは君が自分が殺されるのが怖いのか、彼女が殺されるのが怖いのか。いや、それとも僕が死なないことを恐れているのかな。
Van Helsing says nothing and just glares at Finis. His gun trembles slightly, but I can't tell if it's from rage or fear. I can't move. The strange atmosphere permeating the room has completely swallowed us. At this rate, we'll... Suddenly, a loud crash breaks the silence as a cannonball the size of my fist smashes through the window. I've seen these many times during training. Van Helsing, duck! Van Helsing reacts quickly. Red, blue, green, yellow, the fireworks go off, shrieking furiously. The car is filled with sound and light. The soldiers quickly take cover behind the seats or step forward to protect Finis. Intimidation through fire, an escape tool that suits Lupin's style. It doesn't hurt anyone, but surprises them. It's especially effective against trained enemies who try to anticipate what's next. Enemies who don't know about the trick are taken aback, and those who know about it can use the surprise as an opportunity. Correct! Lupin's voice comes in through the window. He's hanging from a rope ladder and he reaches his hand out to me. Seems that he's somehow hanging from the side of the ornithopter. Lupin shouts out to be heard over the burst of the fireworks. He pushes his guard aside and tries to grab me. Right before Van Helsing leaps from the— Wait, I haven't finished the sentence! Right before Van Helsing leaps from the train, he helps me by firing his gun. The train is still going full speed. I'm not as tough as Van Helsing. If I hit the ground, it would undoubtedly kill me. But, so what? I have faith that Lupin will catch me. Lupin! Just as Finis's finger brush against me, I get a short running start and jump with all my might out the open window. I can't control my body as I tumble in the threshing wind. The ground rushes up. Lupin's strong arms catch me before I hit. Ayo! Some centuries and he is smiling, as if he's enjoying that we resisted. It is an expression of glee like that of a small child discovering a fun toy. Lupin tightens his grip on me, as if he got the same impression from Finis's face. He says this in a low voice, tinged with frustration. Yes. We failed the mission, but he is probably concerned that letting Finis escape will prove to be an even greater threat later. Finis, Twilight's leader, and perhaps my brother. It should be impossible to believe, yet I feel as if I've felt his cold gaze somewhere before. A long, long time ago. Somewhere. Impy's shouts bring me back to my senses. For now, what matters most is that we've escaped from Twilight's clutches. What about Victor? I don't know. My chest is burning. I don't know. It's a pulsing, searing pain. I tightly hold my chest and watch the train disappear into the distance. Chapter 5. Vampire Requiem. Hey! We get Delacroix! Hold on. Hold on. There it is. Fun times. Well, I need to go get prepared for some things. Dinner, stuff like that. D&D, hopefully, maybe, depending on if the things, if we can. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, bye!